Alright, individual meal pack, IMP food ration, menu number 2. And this is a pretty nice looking packaging here, but this is basically a homemade ration made up of commercially available components. And this was put together by Alduin Hearth. I'm still not sure if I'm saying his name right or not, but he has a YouTube channel with some videos on it. Big fan of rations. He also runs the Facebook page, the MRE Exchange. I'll put links to those down below. As you can see here, he has a sample ration for the AFP, not for resale. So even though I'm calling it a homemade ration, it's actually more of a prototype than anything else. So you can see he has it in this nice little box here, and even has a nice label on it. That goes kind of above and beyond what most people do with their homemade MREs. Now, seeing as how this does have commercial components in it, it's not necessarily going to have as long of a shelf life as an MRE or some other military rations would have. And Alduin has been contacting me to make sure that I'm eating this before some of the stuff in here expires. As far as being menu number 2, I'm not sure how many menus there are, and I'm not sure what's in each one or how standardized they are. That's information that I'm sure Alduin could provide. But since we have this one, let's go ahead and take a look and see what's in here. This was actually sent along to me by Gundog 4314. Alduin had sent it to him and he sent it along to me. And when I got it, it actually was unsealed. I don't know if it was customs that had checked it or what, but looks like I'm making a nice review. I went ahead and resealed it back up. But I did take a sneak a little peek at some of the contents. Alright, let's see what Alduin has put into his ration. Here we have some... oh, and Alduin's from the Philippines too, so a lot of this stuff probably isn't going to look very familiar to me. I don't know if there's any brands in here I'm familiar with, but it should make it even more interesting, like looking at an international ration. Ginatang maize flavor with real corn. It's instant oatmeal with corn in it. This one's just before August 30th, 2015. So we still have about 8 months on that one. Let's see. And I don't really know the science behind what's in here. I'm assuming it's going to be stuff that makes a good meal, but he probably is also taking the nutritional value into consideration. This one does have 3 grams of dietary fiber, so that should be helpful. 12% of the daily value. Let me see. And this adds boiling water. So some of the stuff in here is not going to be exactly ready to eat, but like an MRE, it's pretty much assumed that you will be adding water to some of the things. So this adds a little bit of water for this. And some Sugo greaseless, that's nice. Hot and spicy peanuts. Look at the peppers on that. And spicy food isn't really my thing, but peanuts are good. And this expires in March of 2015. Let's see, this looks like... And this is nice, these are sort of like little retort pouches. A little smaller than you get in an MRE, but ready to eat ulam. Ulalam. Let's see. Not really familiar with ulam. Is that like a pork meat, potatoes, textured vegetable concentrate, tomato paste, pork liver, soy sauce, carrots, onion, vegetable oil. That sounds good. I don't think I've ever had ulam before, but it looks good. And this one, best before August 2016, so this one actually has a good amount of life left to it. Biyayang handog, pork adobo rice. And there's some rice in that. It has some pork in it too. So I guess this is, you could probably put this on top of the rice, or either way, it's like a main entree and a side. Simply boil the pack in 50 milliliters of water for 3 to 5 minutes. I'm guessing this could go into a flameless ration heater too. Cooked rice, soy sauce, pork, sugar, vinegar, garlic, vegetable oil, onion, salt, pepper, and seasoning. And this one, let's see, what is this here? It looks like this one had a Best Buy date in November 2014, which was a little over a month ago. So although this is past the date, I'm not really expecting any particular issues with this. This sort of, everything else seems like it's good for at least a couple months, if not quite a few months. Banana biscuit, give you a little bit of sweets. Best before March 2015. 2 packages of crackers. I like the name, Supreme Flakes. There's 3 crackers in each of these. This one a little broken up, but oh, this is good. I like this. This will give you an idea what you should be using them for in case you don't know what to use crackers for. Best for snacks, school, office, parties, picnics, and TV viewing. This is nice. Cheddar cheese spread. So this is a lot like the cheese spreads in the MREs. A little bit smaller, but I can't say I've seen these before. It's in a little pouch like you'd find you know, ketchup, mustard, something like that in, but it's cheese spread, which is great. It's it'd be very similar to having an MRE with the cheese and crackers. There's a Nutribar, chocolate chips, a cereal bar. I guess it's like a granola bar. That'll be the rolled oats. Yeah. Best before May of 2015. I don't know if you can see that. Let's see. There's some Goya dark chocolate. That looks good. And that's best before February 16th, 2016. This is a little bit over a year left on it. And then we have a couple of drinks in here. Goya Everyday chocolate drink. Just add water to that. And a Nescafe Brown and Creamy. 3-in-1. Complete coffee mix with brown sugar. That's interesting. I'm not really a coffee drinker, but I'm really interested in seeing what that's like with the brown sugar. Best before the end of January 2015. Alright, so here's the contents of our individual meal pack from Alduin Hearth. This is menu number 2. Like I said, I don't know how standardized that is, seeing as this is a prototype more than anything else. But overall, it looks like a good meal. Individual meal pack would indicate that it's for 1 meal. You could certainly stretch this out to 2, though, I would think, if you really wanted to. I did some quick addition, and it looks like it has 1,319 calories in it, which is a good amount for 1 meal. Pretty much in line with US MREs. It's a lot of calories if you're thinking of having 3 in a day, but in a stressful situation, you'd probably need that. But the calorie amount is also something to keep in mind when you're thinking of how much you want to eat at one time. If you don't need all those calories at once, you certainly don't have to eat this whole thing at once. But like I said, it was a good meal. You have a nice main dish with the rice and the ulam. I guess you could see the instant oatmeal as being a side dish, or of course you could have this and a couple crackers and something for breakfast, and then have the rest of it for lunch, however you want to work it out. But you have the main entree and the side, if that's how you want to look at it. That's how I'm looking at it. And you have your crackers and your cheese spread. I don't think there's going to be enough cheese spread for all the crackers, but you can certainly eat those with the entree or just by themselves. And you have your 2 beverages, the coffee mix with brown sugar and the chocolate drink. And then you have some snacks and desserts. The Hot and Spicy Peanuts, the Goya Chocolate Bar, the Nutribar, and the banana biscuits. And not that it's a complaint or anything, but I guess about the only thing I'm sort of surprised not to see is a fruit beverage-based powder, like a sports drink, a Gatorade, or a Kool-Aid kind of a thing. But it does have 2 beverages, so there's nothing really to complain about there. So you have to add water to the oatmeal, and obviously the beverages. Other than that, this really is ready to eat. I'm going to go ahead and heat up the ulam and the rice. These are in sort of like apparently retort pouches, and it looks like they can be boiled. The rice actually says to boil it. Of course, this is actually in Filipino language, so I can't read it, but I don't think there's going to be any problem with boiling this. So I'm going to put these in some boiling water, get some boiling water for the drinks and the oatmeal, and we'll go ahead and check this out. I certainly don't see any reason why you couldn't put these into a flameless ration heater. If you have some of those with you, that's another way to heat these up. Can be eaten cold, but I'm just going to go ahead and give them about 5 minutes in some boiling water. This meal also didn't come with any condiments or utensils or anything, so I'm just going to go ahead and use an MRE spoon. We'll start off with the instant oatmeal with corn. And it says here to pour contents into a bowl and add a half a cup or 120 milliliters of boiling water. See the corn in there. let that sit for about 5 minutes. And check out these Sugo hot and spicy peanuts that are greaseless. Our Goya dark chocolate bar. Of course, dark chocolate's a good choice too, since it's generally considered a pretty healthy thing to eat, as opposed to milk chocolate. And our Choco Chips Nutribar. Supreme Flakes crackers. Guess I'll just open one pack since I don't really have room for all this stuff. And the cheesy spread, cheddar. And give us a little bit of a knead like we do with the MRE ones. Just make sure everything's mixed up in there good. A little bit different from the standard MRE cheese spread. It seems, I don't know how to describe it, a little bit more delicate. I think it has consistency more of something that you get out of one of those spray cans of Easy Cheese. And we have our banana biscuit. This is the mystery one, which I don't know how many calories are in here. Product of the Philippines. It doesn't seem to want to open. You know, like little cookies with the banana filling in the middle. And these are a little bit crumbled up in here. Get a couple just to try them out. Oops. And then we have our drinks. The instant powdered chocolate drink. Is to add 150 milliliters of water, which is about 5 ounces. It smells good. And the coffee mix with brown sugar. Next makes a pretty good amount. It says to pour contents into mug and add 220 milliliters, which is about 7 ounces. See what that smells like. It basically smells like coffee. It's nice. It smells like coffee that already has the creamer and sugar added, because it has the brown sugar in there. Which is nice that you just get one little packet and it's already pre-made. Of course, if you want black coffee, then you're out of luck, but if you're planning on adding sweetener anyway, it's already got it in there for you. Alright, now our entree, or entrees. The pork adobo rice. These are right out of the boiling water, so they're nice and hot. because like I said, you could eat this cold. It smells good. And the rice is the one thing that does seem to be slightly out of date, so you have to be careful with the dates, but with the retort pouch, it's probably pretty good. Here's the ulam, ready-to-eat ulam. It smells good. I'm just going to pour it right onto the rice. Alright, and here's our complete meal. Of course, I do still have another pack of crackers and some more of these banana biscuits, but other than that, it's all here. Why don't we go ahead and try out this main dish. This is the pork adobo rice. And it's really good on its own. I don't know if it's the pork I'm tasting, but it has some sweetness to it, which is really nice. It's kind of similar to the MRE fried rice, but more flavorful. It's actually really good on its own. Here's the ulam, which is apparently mainly pork, potatoes, tomato paste, pork liver, soy sauce. Looks like this is going to be pretty flavorful too. It's very good. Very good flavor. A nice big piece of pork right here. I'll try the two of them together. It was good. I'm going to do that again. Just got to get a chunk of pork fat in there, which wasn't all that appetizing. Yeah, it's really good. A lot of flavor in here. It's almost a smoky kind of a flavor. I don't exactly know what the ulam is. I don't know if it's an Indian dish or if it's a Filipino dish, but it's very tasty. Not overly spicy, but it's definitely not bland by any means. That's very good. I'll try the oatmeal with corn. I probably should have done this first, and this actually has had some time to cool down. It probably might have been better if it was a little bit hotter. But it's basically oatmeal with some corn in it. That's good. I might add some little sugar to it. I'm not really a big oatmeal eater. But it's good though. Definitely want to have it heated up. The ingredients in that are instant oats, sugar, creamer, sweet corn kernel, artificial flavors, a few extra additives there. I'm going to try the cracker first. I'm going to say your standard saltine. It's actually not very salty. It's pretty bland. I mean, I always hate reviewing a cracker because it's a cracker. You can't really expect too much from it. But let's try it with the cheese. That's good. It has a nice cheddar flavor to it. It's definitely different from the MRE cheese. Not really better or worse, but different. And it is very much like the cheese in a can kind of a cheese whiz thing. And that's good though. And the banana biscuit. Basically a cookie biscuit with banana cream in the middle of it. And that's good. It's not overly sweet. The banana is like your standard candy banana flavor. I don't know if you're kind of like if you have taffy that's banana flavored, something like that. It doesn't so much taste like a banana, but it has a banana flavor to it. Let's try these hot and spicy peanuts. It's true, they actually are pretty greaseless. They're pretty dry. It's nice. Nice touch. You get the salt and flavorings on them. See, they have garlic powder, cayenne powder. I guess that's where the heat's coming from. They have a nice little kick to them. Not overpowering, but there's definitely some heat there. Try the chocolate. Just a bar of dark chocolate. It tastes fine. Nothing's been overly sweet. It's just the right amount of sweetness to it. Here's the cereal bar. It's on the chewy side, you can tell. Again, not very sweet. Considering how chocolatey it looks, it's got this, in addition to the chips, it looks like it has chocolate on top of it. But it's not going to kill you if you're not into really sweet stuff. And I should probably try these drinks before they cool off too much. Here's the coffee mixed with brown sugar. And that's good. It doesn't exactly so much taste like brown sugar, but as I've said many times, I'm not a coffee drinker, but I actually like this. I think I'm probably going to finish this one. And now a chocolate drink. This could be hot or cold. I went ahead and did it hot this time. It's pretty dark. It said to add about 5 ounces of water, but maybe you could go a little bit more. I like going less with the water and have it more chocolatey. And it's perfectly fine too. Get a little bit more of this stuff. This is really good. Nice big chunk of pork in there. It's really good. So that was a look at an individual meal pack, or IMP, menu number 2. And this was from Alduin Hearth. Thank you very much, Alduin. Thank you, Gundog, for sending it along to me. And thank you for watching.